Barring some unforeseen legal twist, it appears that Ezekiel Eliott will begin serving his 6-game NFL suspension on Sunday. Thursday, an appeals court denied an emergency injunction request that would have allowed him to play. The court did grant Eliott an expedited hearing on December 1st, but the Cowboys will play 4 times before then. They play at Atlanta on Sunday, followed by home games against the Eagles, Chargers, and Redskins. Dan Graziano and Ryan Smith are in New York with an update on Elliott's options from here.
So, Ryan, you and I were in the hearing on Thursday afternoon. Based on what you heard in there, how do you assess the way the decision went?
Well, I think these judges focused on the merits. They talked to the NFLPA over and over again about the idea of whether or not the NFL had to call certain witnesses in Ezekiel Elliott's arbitration hearings, whether people had to be compelled to testify. And at the end of the day, I don't think they thought the merits were strong enough at this point to keep that stay in place.
And the union will continue to fight these cases as they see fit. Even though they lost this one, even though they lost Tom Brady, they've determined that the way to combat the league's personal conduct policy is to continue to fight these cases in court. However, in this particular case, it seems as if Ezekiel Eliott is out of options. He has another hearing here December 1st, but in the meantime, he's going to have to miss at least 4 games while suspended by the league. Yeah. What are his next steps in terms of options?
Well, right now he's got the expedited hearing coming up on December 1st, and in terms of what he can do to get back on the field, his options are severely limited at this point. Maybe there's a chance he could file an appeal with the entire Second Circuit to reconsider this or try to go for the Supreme Court. Very thin options on both of those. So at this point, it looks like he's going to serve that suspension. He can always try. It's not impossible, but very, very difficult to accomplish.
Based on the way things have gone in this building for Ezekiel Eliott the last 2 weeks, another filing unlikely to succeed. Right now, the upshot is he is suspended for the next 6 games by the NFL, and he'll be back in court here in a few weeks.
We mentioned the first 4 games before the hearing, but if Eliott misses the next 6 games, he'll be eligible to return in Week 16 against the Seahawks. Cowboys have the 5th hardest remaining schedule in the NFL based on opponents' win percentage, but only one of the next 6 teams rank in the top 15 in rushing defense on the season. But Cowboys' running game without Eliott might be able to hold its own, but it's very unproven. Dak Prescott has more rushing yards this season than Cowboys running backs not named Eliott combined. Meanwhile, in a letter to the NFL obtained by ESPN, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said the league is in a state of upheaval that has to be considered as it works out an extension for Commissioner Roger Goodell. And Jones says the owners are being misled by the compensation committee about the negotiations. Jones has threatened to sue the league if the committee proceeds with an extension without the approval of all 32 teams. Falcons owner Arthur Blank chairs the committee and removed Jones as a non-voting member over the threat to sue. An NFL lawyer says that Blank has been